We gotta figure out what happened to that baby, y'all. R.I.P. Raniya Wright. Yes, sir. It's your boy Snake Eye Bomb First TV checking in. Salute to the military for dropping them bombs on that like button before we get lit. This is some sad news, so we're going to get right to it. But whatever you do, don't play with that like button when you come to Bomb First TV. Y'all, I have some sad news to report to the military this morning. Fifth grader killed in a classroom after a fight died 2 days after the incident. And a lot of people are going crazy about Raniya Wright. Hundreds clapped hands and prayed during a vigil for Raniya Wright, a fifth grader who died this week after a fight at her elementary school. Residents of Walterboro, South Carolina, about an hour's drive west of Charleston, laid pink stuffed animals at the entrance of Forest Hills Elementary School on Thursday, y'all. I mean, this is just crazy, y'all. What we know, she suffered serious injuries when a fight broke out in her classroom on Monday, school officials said. She was taken to the to the school's nurse station, and paramedics took her to a nearby hospital. Later, she was airlifted to the Medical University of South Carolina in Charleston, where she died, y'all, Wednesday. 2 students were in the fight. Only one other student was involved in the Monday fight, because I know a lot of people was like, did she get jumped? What happened? The Colleton County Sheriff's Office said the student was also a 5th grader. A lot of people were saying, well, if she passed, did the other student have a weapon? What happened? She was not injured with a weapon. Authorities are describing the fight as a physical altercation and said no weapons were involved. Okay, so what happened? What did this girl do to her? No one has been arrested. School officials said a student at Forest Hill Elementary School has been suspended, but it's unclear whether that student was involved in the fight. What? There have been no arrests, and authorities have not filed any criminal charges in connection with Raniya's death, y'all, according to the sheriff's office. Okay, the student that was suspended, but they saying it's not clear whether they was involved in the fight. Do that make sense to y'all, Bonfire Military? Because it don't make sense to your boy Snake Eye. What the school is saying, this is what everybody want to know. The Colleton County School Board made its first comments on Raniya's death following a special meeting Thursday to discuss the incident. However, those who came to the meeting were angered and disappointed to hear very little details about the incident, according to the station. And y'all, they were going crazy in that meeting, as they should. Our board and district have received multiple requests for information. Due to the ongoing investigation and student privacy laws, we cannot share specific details at this time, School District Board Chairman Tim Marbury said in prepared statement, according to the news. What we don't know the exact manner of Raniya's death, and that's why they want more detail. More details about how Raniya died could be revealed after an autopsy is performed on Friday, which is today. Maybe we can get some answers, Bomb First Military. What sparked the fight? The students were in the classroom when the fight broke out, but it's unclear what led to the confrontation. School officials have not discussed whether the students were in the middle of a lesson, were between breaks, or even if the students were in the same class. What happened during the fight is what we trying to figure out. School officials said they stopped the fight but did not specify how long the students were fighting. Authorities have not said how exactly Raniya got injured, and that goes to what we're thinking next. What were the injuries? Because they had to be traumatic. When paramedics arrived to the school, Raniya was unconscious in the school nurses station, y'all. According to a sheriff's office incident report, she was taken to 2 different hospitals, so you know it was some serious injuries. But the sheriff's department did not say what type of injuries did she suffer or why she was airlifted to a Charleston hospital. See, you got people just so angry because they so vague, and I know it's a pending investigation, but you need to at least say what happened. What's going to happen with the other student? That's what people want to know. The other student involved in the fight is a minor and has not been identified. It is unclear whether school officials have discussed the fate of the student, y'all. Man, this is a sad piece of news. Justice for Raniya. Prayers up for Raniya's family, friends, and condolences go out to all of them. Y'all, I mean, this is just a sad situation, sad news. They just basically saying a fight broke out. We don't know how long the fight took. We don't know what her injuries were. We can't tell you any information, but yet little Raniya passed away. I think parents and people in the community are old when they get this autopsy back, the full scale of what happened to Raniya, why it happened, why didn't it get stopped before. They don't know how long they were fighting. They say it wasn't a weapon. They know so much things, but they're just not revealing it. But I mean, how did she sustain injuries from a 5th grader that ultimately led to her passing Bond First Military? Now that's very hard to understand, because they're 5th grader. How much force, how much power, what happened? Did she hurt her neck? Did she hurt her back? What happened to Raniya is what we trying to get to understand. And I understand when they went to that meeting, them parents was, I seen it, y'all, they were furious about why they were so vague with the answers and the questions, and they left the meeting with more questions than they had before they even begun the meeting, y'all. Y'all, this is a little girl, a 5th grader. Like I said, prayers go up for Raniya, y'all. I mean, we got to get to the bottom of these answers, and they need to do it swiftly, because, I mean, this makes no sense. You can't have a family that lost a loved one and don't have any answers for several days. That it don't work like that. Get the investigation done, get the autopsy done, and get her family some answers that they need, you know what I'm saying, because they definitely need answers. And I know the other child family got to be scared to death. She's a, like I said, she's a minor, so they're not gonna release her information, but they family got to be sorry and scared to death. I mean, how did it go so far as to injuries she sustained were so severe that she ended up passing, y'all? That makes no sense, but this is a very sad situation. And like I said, sometimes Bond First Military, Bond First TV, we like to report the real issues, what's going on in the world. And this is just a sad situation that I want to bring to the Bond First family, Bond First Military. You know what I'm saying? Drop bombs for Raniya and her family, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Drop bombs on that like button for her and her family, and I pray that, you know, they find the answers that they're looking for. Nothing can bring Raniya back, but at the same time, they do need to know what happened to their loved one, as anybody would want to know. Man, this is Bond First TV. This Snake Eye, your favorite blogger, man. And I hate to report news like that, but it's necessary in the cruel world that we live in. It's just still hard to understand how a 5th grader can get in a fight at a school, and that fight lead to injuries, and them injuries lead to her passing at such a young age. But they're gonna get to the bottom of it, and we're gonna follow up on this story, man. This is Snake Eye, your favorite blogger. Hit that bell to get notified every time we upload. Thanks to the new subscribers. Keep rocking with your boy, man. We doing the major 2019 and on up. Yes, sir.